Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I already discussed about that things with you, how can create the Laravel default authentication system. And here now our login and register page is now perfectly visible on here. And also you can create some of the registration from here, and also you can log in it, and all the data will be saved in our database table as a users table. So right now in this video, I want to show you how can create the reset password. Like here, if you forget your password, then they have option for the forget your password. So if you click on here, and here you have to put your email address, and if you click on the send password reset link, then you will be created one of the link for reset password. So how can do that work? How can set up it in Laravel? In this video, I will show you that things with the live example. For doing this in Laravel is automatically ready-made all the things. Like if you go to the app and there is a HTTP, there is controller. When you create the auth, it created automatically some of the controller in our auth folder. So into this auth folder here, you can see there is a forget password. So all that forget password, that is all that method. So if you put your cursor, you get all that information, that the backend information. Okay, here you can see all the things is ready-made. All that this file actually working for this forget password, the register, the reset password. So there is also another controller. You can see there is a reset password controller.php. So if you put your, like, there is actually the one of the use the reset password. So here if you put your cursor, you can see there is a definition for the bundle Laravel framework, and there is a reset password.php actually working into the backend. Okay, if you click on here, it will be redirected to particular that page. And here you can see all the reset method, all the reset methods are broken actually working. For this one there's a password, there's all the rule is automatically added on here. So you don't need to do anything. All the things, like he'll be created on the hash password, there is a hash and the mac. Okay, so all the things is now ready made on particular that area, so you don't need to do anything. So that's all that backend file actually working for this controller. Okay, so now I have to do, I have to actually just set up that file. For doing this better, I want to create one of the register with our some of the email address. Like that is actually not valid email address. Right now I want to create some of the temporary email address. Like if you go to the temp email, like they have the one of the website is a tempmail.org. So right now I just open it. So this site will give you one of the temporary email. Like here you can see there is one of the temporary valid email, and you can check your all that inbox on particular that position. So there is a temp and hyphen, that is mail.org. So right now I want to create one of the registration for the user with this email address. There is a valid email address for the temporary use. For education purpose, I'm using it. Like I just click on the register, and here I just name it as Aryan. And now I just put that temporary valid email address as this one. I just put some of the password 78, and here I just define 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So I hope you can well understand about it. Now with this email address, I just want to create one of the register for the Aryan. Now click on the register. Now here you can see I am now successfully logged in. So here there is a Aryan is visible. Now I am logging, and if you go to the database and if you click on the browse, now you can see there is actually name is Aryan and there is email. For educational purpose, I am using some of the temporary email on particular that area. So now I want to go here, and now I just click on the logout, and now I want to create as a login. Okay, so now here I just define our temporary email address which I already created, where I already registered with this email address. Okay, so now I just put the email address, and here I just put some of the inappropriate password, and if you click on the login, now you see it's now showing as a this credential not match. So now I want to actually forget that password. Like here I just forget it. So now I want to reset that password. Okay, now here option for the forget password. So now here if you put that email address, and here if you send it, then it should be redirected to some of the reset password link on particular that mail, on particular that area. Okay, so we have to actually configure it, we have to set up it. So how can do that work, I will show you. For doing this, it's pretty much easy. Then you have to go to your backend, and here you have to go to that if, like here, in particular that position, first of all there is an app URL. in here you have to define your appropriate file location. So like if you working with the domain, then you have to add your domain name on here. So right now I am working in a local host, so now here you have to define your local host link. Like that is actually our project. There is a Lara and then the learn. Okay, so auth, so that is our project name. So for now I just copy it, and here I just paste on particular that position. I hope you can well understand about it. And here I already define our database, our username, and the default password. They have no password right now. Okay. And now if you have to work in our this area, so like first of all, there is a drive, there is a mail driver. So here I have to add that as a SMTP. And now I want to also add the things to the Google. So if you go to that Gmail on here, like here I just define as a Gmail SMTP configuration like this one, and here you can see there is a Gmail SMTP setup settings. So here there is a server address is a smtp@gmail.com. So right now I want to copy it. So here I have to defining it on particular that host area. Okay, so I just simply paste on particular that position as smtp.gmail.com. And also you have to define the port name. So here our port for the TSL, and if you are using the SSL, then you have to use the 465. So right now I am using the TSL, so here I just defining as a 587. So I just copy it, and here I just defining it as a 587. And also there is a mail encryption. So mail encryption means here you define as a TSL. So if you are using the SSL, then you can use that SSL. Right now I am using as a TSL, so I just copy it, and particular that position I just defining as a TSL. And into the mail username and the password. So here you have to put your some of the Gmail address, and also you have to define that this email address password. So right now I'm just putting one of the Gmail address on here, my personal Gmail address. And also here I just put the password, that means this Gmail address password. And friends, that's all you have to do. It's very much easy, as I told you before. So now I just define all that our SMTP details on particular that position, and now I just simply click on the save all. So here I just click on the save all, and now I already created one of the temporary email address as this one, and I also created one of the registration with this email address like here. So now I just simply better I just do that things again, like here I just click on the login, forget password, and here I just put that password. And now if you click on the send password link, and here you can see it's now showing as we have emailed your password reset link to this email. So if you now go here, there is our temporary email, and particular that position here you can see that is actually the Aryan Go boss. So now if you open it, so now here you can see Laravel by default send you some of the reset password URL. So here if you click on here, now it's redirected to our author and the password, and then the reset. Okay, there is a reset, and also with some of the token. So this token will be matched in our database. Like if you go our database reset option like password reset, here you can see it should be matched with this token, and when it should be done, then automatically it should be gone from to this position. I will show you. Like here I get that email address. Right now I want to add the new password. Like right now I'm using as a 123 sorry 123 okay, and also I define 123 and now I just reset that password. Now click on the reset password. Yes, now you can see your password has been reset and you logging successfully. So I am already logging. So now if you click on the go back, and now I want to with our previous one, like here I just defined 1234567 8. That was my previous password. Now I want to login. Now here you can see it's now showing as that these now do not match with this record. So now here I just put our new password 123 and now click on the login. Yeah, now you can see I am successfully logged in. And when it should be the reset, then automatically it should be gone from here. Like I just click on the browse. Now you can see this token is automatically now gone from to this position. For educational purpose, I am using some of the temporary email with this email, and here I am using that things with the temp email org. And you can see by default each and everything is ready made in Laravel. For the reasons Laravel actually so much popular and very easy to understand. So now here I successfully reset our password. But here one things I want to share, like if you click on the logout and now I just click on the login, and if you forget password, so here I put that email address and here I just define that same password reset. So some of the times you may get some of the error, like this error will be just like that is a failed authentication on SMTP server with username using three possible authentications Laravel Gmail SMTP configuration. So this type of one of the error maybe you get. Okay, so this error actually visible for some of the Gmail authentication. Okay, that means the Gmail security issues. So if you want to do that work, then you have to go to this link. Okay, so they have some of the Gmail links, so it will be redirected to your Gmail ID, and then here you have to do, you have to go your Gmail address, and here you have to go to that security level, that means here, and also they have all one of the option. So that is actually your Gmail option, that is the layers security app access, and here you have to make the things as on. By default for the Google privacy issues it's become off, so you have to remind that things as on. Okay, then it should be perfectly working rather than you may get some of the error. So I hope you can well understand about it. So that's all you have to do for resetting the password. In our next video, I will show you, I will create another form for the update or change password. So how can update or change password in Laravel? In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.